I'm
Yo,
going to put a couple pictures up here. You can start where you want to start at, if you don't mind.
oh, there's Shedeur with a long sleeve on.
Yeah,
This is like the 8 block test where you
yeah,
hey,
yeah,
you
go,
see a butterfly. Oh,
go. Your thoughts.
there's an asshole. There's an asshole.
Okay, all right.
Uh, yeah, that's porous offensive line play. No,
All right,
really, man. Let me stop playing with you,
all
Chico.
right.
I will tell you this, Chico. Like a reason I reset it, Chico, give you a place to clip it at. So, Chico, you can start your clip right here.
Okay.
You know, when you when you look at the totality of it, including the press conference, I didn't see anything that surprised me. Shedeur Sanders is a dynamic, more than capable quarterback at this level. But you're gonna find that it's gonna be hard for anyone to overperform, let alone hit their customary metrics when they're out there with people they've never played with before.
Mm,
One of the things that helped the first show you and I ever did together was before we ever thought about doing a show together, we had been on multiple Zoom calls together. Like we had formed some degree of relationship and chemistry before we did the first show. And even when we did the first show, it wasn't as good as the fifth one, and the fifth one wasn't good as the 10th one, and the 10th one wasn't good as the 20th one, because you have to learn how to work with people. And here's a guy thrown into a situation due to injury who everybody out there is with the ones, and he ain't never played with none of them. He's never gotten a snap from that center before.
yeah.
Like, forget throwing the ball, handing the ball off. I've never even received a snap from this center before. And so when you look at the numbers, the performance, the outcome, again, like I always do, is the arrow pointing up. If that's the performance I can get from a guy who's never gotten to practice with the ones, and we have to assume because of concussion protocols, it's hard to pass those in a week. We have to assume he's going to play next week.
Mm-hmm.
That gives him a full week of practice and film with the ones, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Just like we talked about you, I'm only looking for this to get better.
Yeah.
Because you put a guy in a situation where how much more can you expect than what you got?
Uh,
Timing, rhythm, communication, all those things. And I really enjoyed his post game press conference.
yes.
Really enjoyed that. True professional, gentleman, statesman. I love when he showed his appreciation for everybody that cheers for him in the stands with the jerseys. He said, "Man, but however, let me say this.
Mm,
I'm paraphrasing.
mm-hmm.
When y'all in the stands cheering for me to go in, that ain't helping Dylan. That ain't helping this team. And I don't want to be a distraction, even though it's not me. I want to be supportive. Like when he's in the game, we need to be behind him.
Mm-hmm.
And so even though I appreciate all those cheers and jerseys and all that, there's a certain point where it's like, all right, y'all, if you're gonna cheer for the Browns, cheer for whoever's out there. And for him to have that kind of attitude as the backup, and when asked about his play, it was like, man, we didn't win, so it wasn't good enough. And I could talk about my first time. He said the dude literally said, "Man, I ain't never threw a pass to Judy before the
That's
night."
what I was like. Damn. Like I think that's my first time throwing the pass to Judy. I thought about like, damn. That's
Yeah, I
really
mean this
showing that.
this this dude been with the Browns since April.
Right.
It's November, and he ain't never
Wow.
threw a pass to wide receiver one before until tonight. So I
Damn.
say, even though you could look at the numbers and there were 3 drops, but even if you give those 3 drops and make them completions, he's still around 55%. That's well below his standard. Shadeur is a 75, 80% guy completion rate. You could attribute, the sacks and interceptions to lack of line communication or lack of line play. Like you could come up with a if, but, this, then, the other for all of this. And I know Shadeur is not that kind of guy, and I won't be that kind of guy on his behalf. I'll just
Mm,
look at the totality of what it is, and what it is, it's like, damn. Just think if he actually got to practice with him.
yeah. Dylan, before he was taken out of the game, 7 of 10, 68 yards on the night. Um, looked like classic what he's been doing all. I think his highest total was 220 yards versus the Steelers. Since then, he hasn't passed over 200 yards in the ball game. Shedeur Sanders came into the game, went 4 of 16, 47 yards, one interception. He did rush for a first down and a couple of other rushes, but um, he showed some good spots. I thought he
Mm-hmm.
completed that pass to Harold Fanning Jr. over the middle, stepped up in the pocket, threw it over the second level of defenders in front of the DBs also, and great catch by Fanning Jr. That pass that could have been a touchdown to number 84, his name, a Leverturn, I think his name is Leverdan, and just a great play by the DB, who's a former Colorado Buffalo, had his hand right there. This is a great play by the DB, nonetheless. Wide receiver got his hands on the ball. One that he probably will want back was the one where he scrambled and rolled out, and he had a receiver in the end zone. He kind of just overshot him. I think he would want that one back. He would put that one on himself. But other than that, I think he has some down plays here, has some good plays there. I think Shedeur Sanders, like you said, practice with the first team this week, you're going to see a whole different level of play and who they're playing next week. It doesn't even matter. I think his play is going to be up, based off of just practicing with the first team. And I'm looking forward to it, just to say the least, man.
Yeah, I am too, and I still think as an organization, man, just like we were talking about the office in the tunnel, man, film don't lie. Film could be misleading or something. Film could be misinterpreted, but what you see on the camera, man, you see. Like that, I saw it. And
Yeah.
one of the things I didn't like what I saw, and I'm not surprised, but if I'm a head coach and I got my backup QB in, and mathematic wise, scoreboard wise, we're still in this game and we're about to execute a 2 or 3 minute drive, whatever. Ain't no way the camera ain't gonna see me at some point talking to him, coaching them, encouraging them. Like, come on,
That
dog.
was that was one thing I saw. Somebody tweeted that. I think I posted on my page. So I can pull it. Let me see if I put it up right here. Yeah. If you're coaching, and I asked the question, I asked this chat the question also. If you're the head coach and you have a rookie quarterback coming in, hell, you have a second string quarterback. Hell, you have any quarterback coming to the ball game. Do you address him? Do you walk over there to him? Do you talk to him in any type of capacity while he's in the game?
How
My
do you
answer would be,
not?
yeah, that's what my
Like,
answer
how
would
do
be,
you?
hell yeah. How do you not,
Is
for
this? Is
real?
this? I mean, no,
Because
I'm not talking about you, Chico. So when I say this, no offense to you. How the hell is this even a question?
right.
That's
But
like
you got
saying,
you
hey,
have
when you
people.
get up in the morning and you take a dump, do you wipe yourself or you just go to work? Like, what are we talking about?
Mhm.
We white.
Yeah, that was
Like
surprising.
there's
If
just how do
maybe it
you?
was just the camera thing. I don't know, but
You
give
know
him
it
the
again.
benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, got to get the benefit of the doubt because I'm watching the
Yeah.
broadcast, and the only thing I can
Right.
see is what the broadcast shows me. And a lot
Mhm.
happens doing commercials and when the cameras are somewhere else. But
Exactly.
I know this, Chico. As hot of a draw as Shedeur Sanders is, the camera follows him.
Mhm.
Just like you can see him on the sideline in Colorado talking to Ray Lewis, you probably gonna see him on the sideline talking to his head coach because the camera's gonna be on him.
Right.
And so let's imagine it did happen. It ain't happened enough for us to see it, which means it under happened.
Mhm.
Because between uh timeouts, TV timeouts, changes of possession, at some point I'm gonna be by this dude. At
Yeah.
some point you're gonna see me with my hand on his shoulder or giving him a back pat or something.
Something, dog. Something. I'm right here for you. I got you. I'm in your face. That's something, dog. Say something to me.
And see, like the problem with situations like this, from a coaching or management standpoint, and I'm not talking about when Shador was QB3. I am particularly talking about when he was QB2. This is a violent collision sport. At any moment, somebody can get hurt. So you should always build in reps for the number two at every position so that their
Right.
first rep is not a game rep.
That's it, dog.
And the
That's
fact
like
that
one on
that
one,
hadn't,
Uncle Neely.
I mean, you have to do it, Chico.
Yeah.
Like you have to do it. And I don't care if it's the linebackers. I don't care if it's the punter, the kicker. Because people get hurt, people stub a toe, people slip in the locker room. If you're going to be my number two, I have to find time in practice for you to get reps, even if it's just three of them.
And what got me was he said he said we use all the power that we have. I'm paraphrasing here too, to put our rookies in the best situations. I'm like, you have all the power. You're the head coach. You can't say, hey, Rook, get in there for the last rep on,
Well,
on with the ones.
let's
Or
take
hey,
your pair.
hey, we
Let's
got a guy,
let me.
got a guy
And
down. Go in.
I hate to go down this road because I'm not a Stefanski fan and wouldn't want to do anything to defend him. If
Mm,
that's the proper term. If I'm taking your paraphrase literally, sounds like to me he telling me the owner told me don't do it. The general manager told me don't do it. Because when he say I'm doing everything in my power to make sure rookies blah 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 blah, and you don't see it happening, sure, maybe it's not within his power.
yeah.
Again, and again, I'm not. That ain't me trying to defend. That's me responding to your paraphrasing of what he said. But I would just say this, and we talked about it on the morning run on Friday. Take Shedeur Sanders' name out of it. Play like he's not a Sanders. Play like he ain't Shedeur. You have an obligation to the other 52 men on that roster to put your best foot forward. And when you're evaluating your QB1 or linebacker one or free safety one, I don't care who it is, when you're evaluating your one, you have to say, okay, what is the likelihood of him growing to where we need to be,
Yeah.
or versus the likelihood of us winning the way he is? And if it becomes a situation where we can't win the way he is, and there's no likelihood of him getting better by the time we need him to get better, that mathematically laws of probability kick in, and you have to go to the next option to give it a try. Because if something ain't working the way it is, you can make it a relationship, Chico, boyfriend and girlfriend. If old boy ain't performing the way you need him to be, and he ain't showing no signs he gonna get better before Thanksgiving, what we
Mm-hmm.
waiting on? Same thing with this situation. Can we win out with Dylan Gabriel the way he is? You got to check the no box. Can Dylan Gabriel improve enough over the next few weeks where we can catch up? You got to check the no box. When you see Shedeur today and see him in practice this week and see him at the next game, if you go back the other way, you out your damn mind. You just said, hey, forget everybody on this roster. I know I got Myles Garrett over there setting sack records, but he gonna be on a losing damn team.
Yeah. Shout out to Miles Garrett too.
Shout out to him.
Dang. He had 4 sacks on the night. Yeah, 4 sacks on the night, 5 tackles. That's out
Yeah.
to him, man. Just
Yeah, Shedeur don't even get to practice against him.
I don't think he want to either, man. I saw shit. I
Well,
saw him.
let me tell you why you want to. Of course, your starting
I mean,
quarterback
of
is not
course,
going
but
to
you
get
know what I
tackled.
mean.
Yeah, you want to because
Yeah,
if I go against the best, how much ready am I going to be on game
and
day?
and that's gonna get Shadeur's internal clock, on point and sped up.
Yeah,
Also, uh, if you're going to, I saw Miles Garrett get off a snap one time, man, so fast, man, it was unbelievable, dog. Lamar
hey
Jackson got rid of the
man,
ball quickly though, but I said,
I
man,
say
that's a jump right there, dog.
I say this all the time, dog. I ain't taking nothing away from the good Lord, and I ain't taking nothing away from Deion Sanders because the good Lord put some stuff in Deion Sanders that he ain't put nobody else. And then Deion Sanders went out and did the work with those talents too. Having said that as the given, please do not underestimate that when Deion Sanders went to practice, he practicing against Andre Rison. He
Yeah.
practicing against Jerry Rice. He
Mm-hmm.
practicing against Michael Irvin.
Mm-hmm.
And then on Sunday, he guarding Chico. I mean, what the hell you think gonna happen? And so I say, if you say, hey man, one thing we're gonna have to work on with Shedeur is he holding the ball too long, let him get some reps with Myles Garrett.
Yeah. And Miles touch him up a couple times, figuratively. And
Yeah, figuratively, yeah. No
yeah,
contact, but
right. And
well,
yeah, that clock will be sped up. Also, them offensive tackles clock need to be sped up too, dog. Goodness
yeah,
gracious.
no,
Too many lookout blocks, man. Offensive line. I say offensive tackle the whole line. Guys, we got to
yeah,
get
it's
better.
too many of
But
my bads.
as a Browns organization, if I'm them, I'm saying to myself, I've said this many times on the show. I got 2 first round picks. I think I have 2 second round picks or whatever. Man, I am going to improve this offense. That defense is not as they did a good job drafting on defense. West is amazing at the
Yep.
linebacker position. Maybe they need a couple more DBs or whatever. I like Hickman, but they need some offensive linemen that's going to gel together,
Boy,
and they need
if the
another receiver, dog.
if the two Ohio teams could switch,
Oh my gosh,
Cincinnati can score at will but can't stop nobody. If the Browns can stop everybody but can't score.
they need to
Like
combine each other. They need to just come together, make one team, cut a whole bunch of other people, cut the fat off, make one
yeah,
Ohio team, and start
yeah,
kicking butt, man. What?
yeah. Move to Akron. Just say
Move to Akron.
the Akron Brown Bengals. They be the Super Bowl.
LeBron, where you at, dog? That's your team right there. Akron Brown Bengals. I'm with it. Buy me a jersey as soon as they come out. Yes, sir. UNK and CHICO. Sunday Night Live. Live and direct.
It's another Sunday night. Another Sunday night live with UNK and Big Dog CHICO.
Rolling out with Chico. They call him the one man Rico. Hot tour freako.
This is another one, baby. This is another one.
Gotta read it.
Another Sunday night live with UNK and Big Dog. With UNK and Big Dog.
Oh boy.
So get ready for it.
The morning run tomorrow. Y'all make sure y'all check it out. Do it Scoop B with us working at
Another Sunday night live. UNK and Big Dog CHICO.